I ain't got much to say. We know what this one's about, right? Yeah. We know what this one's for. It's what you work for in the off-season. During the season, you work for this one right here. All I know, we're gonna play together, man. We play together, all of us, 60 minutes. This game is all about who can play harder or longer.
What's going on, MBL Network, building the franchise, Detroit Lions, episode number 27. We have a lot of moving pieces right now. I'm going to try to keep up and see what's going on. If you're watching this broadcast right now and you're in MBL or the grid, make sure you tag everybody in the league. Maybe shoot them a DM and let them know, hey, we're going live right now for building the franchise, Detroit Lions. I'm joined alongside Hop. We actually had a vicious game last night in which Matt Stafford collapsed at the end of the game. And essentially, well, I mean, there's zero watching right now, but they will be watching.
Here they come.
The replay.
Here they come,
and here they come flooding in right now. We had a vicious game. Welcome everybody. Building the franchise, Detroit Lions, episode number 27. We're currently 12-0, MBL season 30. It's week 13 in the MBL, and it is a very, very good Tuesday, March 27th, as we head into April. Hop, you got any plans for April Fools? What are we going to do to these guys? I got a couple plans, tricks up my sleeve. There's always one target that everyone seems to go for on April Fools in the NBL, and that is unisolated because he's so easily triggered. Is there anybody that you got an eye on? Maybe you don't want to share right now, but you're thinking, man, on April Fools, I might get this guy.
Yeah, I got one guy in mind. I can't really let it out the bag just yet.
Pause, Hop.
Oh, man. You already starting this today?
I got one NBL owner in mind.
Okay, yeah, that sounds better.
Who do you got?
I can't tell you, man.
Can we take a guess?
Yeah, you can take a guess. You get one guess. And one.
All right, I'm going to look through, guys. Let me know in the chat who you think Hop's going to try to April Fools in the chat right now. Going to be, I'm going to say, let's see. I'm looking down the list of who you could actually who you might be able to get going. And the point is to really upset this person. Obviously, you understand that concept, right?
Right.
I'm going to say you go with JY.
Nope.
Yeah, that's it.
Guess. That was a good guess. No, it's not.
All right, so it's definitely not JY. Any guesses in the chat who you think you're going? Maybe he does go unisolated, but I mean,
Star's a good guess though. That's a big.
A Star, excuse me. Yeah, the rivalry's so big.
A rivalry. He's like 3-5 this year.
No, it's an off the field rivalry.
He's just got little man syndrome.
All right, playa, what's going on? What's cooking? We're about to get the show going. We have a nice show for you today. We're going to debut a couple videos. We got some great highlights. We had a great game last night. We're currently, what are we, 12-0 right now? We had a tough battle against the Minnesota Vikings last night at home. It came down to the end. Stafford wanted to throw it away, and then at the end he said, you know what, I'm going to make the throws and make it happen. Clutch trade definitely came into play for Matthew Stafford. Had one of the best finishes I've seen him have in a long time just because he completed one heck of a throw, which will show you that throw later. And I want you guys to rate it. We're getting a little bit of echo in the chat, Hop. What's that from? I got to ask my producer. What's going on here? Just a little bit of echo in the chat, trying to clean that up real quick as we are live, guys. It's live as it's ever been. Let me run down the schedule we got. We got the EA teaser we're going to show you. We got a quote from a quote from Jim Caldwell, former Indianapolis Colt. We're going to do some season overview. We're going to show the final play versus the Minnesota Vikings. Harvey Beckham, is he already an NBL Players Hall of Famer? You can find that on 365.maddenbomberleague.com to see the former inductees into the Hall of Fame, the Players Hall of Fame, that is. We're also going to look at the wide receiver core that surrounds Harvey Beckham as he did get injured, guys, and we'll have some information on his injury, when we expect him to come back. Gianni Slade, the big 330-pound ball of meat. His contract's up because we signed him MBL season 27, guys. So we need to know, are we going to try to offer him an extension today? I'm going to get with you guys, and you're going to help me do that. We're also going to look at the draft board. I'm going to show you everything I got as far as offensive linemen. So who in here needs an offensive lineman right now in the NBL? If you need an offensive lineman, you want to make sure you're tuning into this show. So make sure we tag everybody in the grid and NBL. Big shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shadow Rose, JY Movie Guy, Finding Nemo. What do you think about the new guy, Finding Nemo? You like his graphic there, his avatar, Hop?
Yeah, I do. I was the one that called him Nemo in Grid. Well, I think he called himself Nemo, and I was like, nah, that's your name now. That's your MBL name since you're moving up.
All right, so Hop's taking credit for this guy's name.
Got you.
Y'all see what's going on there. All right, let's get right into the show. What do we got first on the docket for Building the Franchise Detroit Lions episode number 27?
EA teaser video. You want me to go ahead and play it?
Yeah, let's play the video, guys. Check this out. Hop, all credits go to Hop on this video, unless you want to give me credit for uploading it. Because uploading, man, I got these fast speeds over here. I click a couple buttons, but not everybody can do it. Yeah, we got the video uploaded. Thumbnail, shout out to Kyle, Matt Miller, the Flat Killer for that. But Hop did a great job on this video. Let us know what you think, as we got some big opportunities coming up for the Madden Bomber League, as we're going to be hosted on the EA Twitch, the EA Madden NFL Twitch this Saturday, I believe at 9:20 p.m. But check this out.
You got a damn heart of a lion. Let's get it. You got a heart of a champion. Come out today and dominate, man. They cannot get a first down.
Throws the check down pass, intercepted.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. You know it. You know it is, though. Now, hold on, Playboy. What's next on 3? 1, 2, 3.
All right, Bomber.
All right, Jameson in the chat is asking, do I read comments? Absolutely, but I was kind of doing like a million things at once when we started this show. As I said, it is live right now. We're trying to get a couple things in order before we get going. But if you have any questions, concerns, we always have the final segment when we're doing the challenge, which today I think we're going to discuss that just in a little bit. But we do a challenge at the end, and we do a little Bomber Logic, a little Q&A. If you guys got any questions, we definitely answer it. As Kyle's saying, this video is straight hype. Absolutely believe, but the hype is real, and it's gonna come through. So you know, it's a little bit more than hype. The hype is there, but I think it's gonna live up to expectation and maybe exceed. I mean, this is King James, LeBron James style hype right now. At least that's how we're feeling in the NBA. I mean, in the NBL, and we feel it's gonna live up to that hype, though. I think maybe even supersedes it, because we got some really cool things that we're gonna be adding. Big shout out to Shadow Rose, Doughboy, Z-Stars in the chat, the arch nemesis, potentially the April Fool's prank from Hop incoming. Be careful, Star. Don't fall for the trap, because Hop's coming for you, and I think he's got an April Fool's for you. But let's get right into the show. Right now, we're going to talk about
Wait, Bomber. Wait.
Okay.
What are we missing out Sonny's video?
Yeah. I said we're going to talk about some upcoming shows coming up tonight on the NBL. You put NBL tonight in the thing, which is kind of confusing.
You know, that was a show at one point in time, but
it'll be back. We're working on a couple things. Maybe a end of the year annual NBL tonight, in which they give out some cycle awards, kind of like the Dundee Awards if you watch The Office. That's what I'm trying to push Sonny to do. So if you want Sonny to do that NBL tonight, in which he gives out cycle awards and he crowns Playa as the best drafter in Madden 18, that's one of the awards. Go ahead and start harassing him right now in the chat. Let him know. Say, Sonny, come on, bring NBL Tonight back. I love that show. Let's put the pressure on him. But here we go. Let's get into the video. Right now, you're watching Building the Franchise Detroit Lions. And we're going to get that video. We got it going?
Yeah, it's up, my bad.
All right, yeah, so we got Building the Franchise Detroit Lions now. Then at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you get to see Highly Debatable. Great show hosted by Sonny Weaver, the underachiever, and OSU, the NBL Network Director. And they're going to be doing some stock exchange, you know, some dropping and bringing in teams. They got this nice little game they're playing within the show. I absolutely love it. And I want to see who's going to get dropped tonight from the stock.
I might be on the hot seat.
From the stock market, as the Vikings have lost 2 in a row, but I don't know just yet. I mean, that might be a little bit of an overact to give up the Minnesota Vikings. I don't see it happening. Also tonight, we have NBL Live, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what are the 2 teams we got on the show tonight for NBL Live?
The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
The Titans, the Jaguars, one of the biggest upcoming rivalries, and I'm not even trying to hype it, in the NBL, on the field and off the field. These 2 owners don't really like each other, but who really likes Unisolated anyways? So if you're looking from the outside, yeah, you're probably thinking, hey, man, I hate Unisolated. But then you look over at his opponent, you go, but I really hate Sonny. So you're torn. You don't know where to go. You're hoping it ends up in a tie or somehow both of them lose. Well, it's not going to happen, but you got to tune in tonight, NBL Live. Broadcast number 195. You can find it on twitch.tv/NBL Network. We hope you guys are there. And big shout out to Sonny Weaver for this nice motion graphic. Very cool. I absolutely love it. Kyle saying, hype, Sonny, let's get it. And this is not Kyle Matt Miller, the Flat Killer, as he's still asleep right now.
You got to call him Nemo, bro.
Okay, Nemo. Nemo says, hype, Sonny, let's see it. Sonny's saying the Jags are not a very good team.
You know, I think the Jags win. I think they win tonight.
What do you think the score is going to be?
I think they win 24-17, and I just hope for Shirley to have a career ender. But I want him to win.
Wow, that's... So you want them to win, but you want them to win.
Right. I don't like Sonny.
Not really winning again.
I really don't like Unisolated.
Yeah, that's a different level of hate right now. All right, moving on. Big shout out to Sonny for that graphic. Absolutely love it, Sonny. Keep those coming, man. Guys, y'all appreciate that graphic. Y'all like that kind of movement. You know, I really dig stuff like that. That stuff's really cool to me. All right, so moving on right now, we're going to look at Jim Caldwell. He spoke with the media earlier. This was last night's quote we took before the game we played against the Vikings. I know it might be a little confusing, but all these graphics were done when we were 11-0. We were supposed to get a show out last night. It didn't happen. Apologize for that. But don't blame me, blame Kyle. Hashtag don't blame me, blame Kyle. That definitely is something we need to get trending in the NBL. No, big shout out to him, though. He does a great job with our graphics. As you can see, the We Don't Lose graphic was done by him as well. But Jim Caldwell said some things last night before the game that I thought were very indicative of this franchise. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of skim through a little bit of them real quick. As you see there, it says we're 11-0. Upcoming schedule versus the Vikings, as we barely won that game. We'll have the highlight. He said last season's NFC Championship stuck with some of our vets. I remember guys like Matt Stafford, Harvey Beckham telling guys after the game that the better team lost and that we would be back. And that was true. Caldwell talked about that a lot, that he thought we were a better team than the Giants. We just didn't get it done. And I hold Jim Caldwell to a very high standard, and I knew he was going to get the guys ready to go this season. And NBL Season 30 has been phenomenal thus far. I think kind of lately we kind of have had our share of adversity, but we battled through it, and being able to win those games in which everything isn't kind of going in the direction you'd like, that's really what makes the heart of the champion. He also said we are a championship team, and the only one that can stop us is ourselves, and I absolutely believe that. He goes, that is what's brilliant about this team. Injuries or not, we have the will to win no matter what. And I think that's important. We're going to talk about the Harvey Beckham injury as he's out for a couple weeks. We just played the Vikings without Harvey Beckham. Right there, you see our Super Bowl trophies as we got 6 of them right there. Names of season 9, 13, 16, 21, 25, and 28. That's the NBL seasons that we won. We're 5-0 at home. Now 6-0, and 6-0 away. So a nice little balance. For 12 games, Hop, to have 6 on the road and 6 at home and to say, hey, we've been tested on the road, we've been tested at home, and we've won those games. As a team, that you've got to feel really confident with those numbers.
Oh, 100%, especially with Matt Stafford playing the way he is this year. You know, there was a lot of talks going into this year, Matt Ryan this, Matt Ryan that, and then Matt comes one of the Matts, Matt squared. What do you call them? Matt Stafford comes out and starts. We don't call him
Matt Ryan anything. We call him the clipboard holder right now.
So Matt Stafford comes out and starts, and now he's having a career year again. So for him to be playing as well as they are, and the whole team playing just so good, that it's got to be a confidence booster going into the playoffs, looking like the #1 seed once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Good times to be a Lions fan, as always in the NBL. Also, good times for Jim Caldwell. He lost his job in the NFL, but in the NBL, he's one of the best coaches for many, many seasons. I'm definitely going to miss him on the next Madden 19, when the game debuts, and we got Patricia, the fat guy from New England. I'm very excited about him and what he's going to do with that defense. That's some real-life talk for you. Just a little bit right now. Detroit Lions football. We love them in the NBL.
We're not going to win a playoff game.
We're not going to win a playoff game.
Real life.
What's the stand? Well, I'm all about betting. I'm not about talking.
Let's bet.
5 years. They give me 5 seasons.
5 seasons? You want 5 seasons?
Well, I mean, if we ain't going to win a playoff game,
I'll give you 3 seasons.
I mean, you got to think that how do we even make the playoffs if we're in a division with the Packers and the Vikings, right?
Bro,
they're so
I'm
good.
not making a bet for 5 years down the road.
All right, we'll go 4. We'll meet in the middle.
All right, 4.
All right. So how do I get in contact with you?
Yeah, I know.
Obviously won't be. It's going to be difficult. Yeah, no bet on a 4-season bet. Yeah, I don't know if we win a playoff game this first year, so I can't make that bet.
I'll put $50 down. They won't win more than 9 games this year.
More than 9?
More than 9.
I'll take $100 on that.
I said 50. Well, we'll go 100.
No, and 9's a push, though, right?
Right. 9's a push.
If they win 9, it's a push. All right, you guys got it there. $100 bet. If the Lions win more than 9 games, I get 100. If they win 8 or less, Hop gets 100. But if they get 9, it's a push. I see the Lions going 10-6, 11-5. I absolutely think that.
They got 4 losses. Damn near 6 losses coming in their division.
Nah, no way.
5 at least.
We usually always beat the Vikings.
Nah, you're not gonna beat them.
Always 90% of the time.
All right, the highest paid quarterback.
Do we got the okay, we're gonna do season overview right now. We're gonna just take a look at some games. All right, let's take a look at some of the games that we just recently played. I'm gonna go to the schedule, NBL season 30.
Hey, your stream is up. Go ahead.
All right, we were doing really good at the last episode. We had episode number 26. We were beating teams 40-something to maybe 15 that were scoring. It kind of got really crazy over these last 4 games. Right before we played the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it was against the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks game was a blowout, 41-23, but something happened towards the end of that game where I just didn't like the way my defense played, and it kind of carried over to the Pittsburgh Steelers game. We got up big against the Steelers. I think we were up 35-14, and the defense once again got relaxed. This was a defense that was only allowing about 15 points per game, but then when we came on and played the Pittsburgh Steelers, we gave up 28 points. So
yeah, but let's talk about that, because that was a blowout too. It was. And then Matt Stafford, you just collapsed. And I really thought that the Steelers were going to come back.
Yeah, a couple bad plays. I mean, they got Forney back there, and one of the best safeties, arguably the best safety in the MBL right now. I think he's got 98 zone coverage. And this guy is just really phenomenal. And when I play guys like that, something about them, it just draws me to wanting to make a pass on them. And I remember I was in the game, and I threw a seam against him. I tried to put it underneath him and have my guy get down, and Forney just jumped it. And I just pretty much said, well, you know, why did I make that throw? Which happens often when you try to attack guys that you shouldn't be attacking.
Look at those kickoff returns. 127 yards just from returns. He run one back on you? I can't remember.
I don't remember that. Was it a punt? Is that including punt returns?
That's just kick returns.
Well, he got a lot because I scored a lot of touchdowns. So he had 4, and then he got the ball. So he had about 5 kick returns. I mean, 5 times 20. If you're averaging 20, 25.
Yes, it's not that much.
It's not that much. Nice try, Hop. Do some math.
Look who he's playing against you. 354 yards with who?
Yeah, he threw 3 picks, and they were sprinkled throughout the game.
Yeah, I mean, two touchdowns, 3 picks, 354 yards with a guy that will never see the field again.
Yeah, and he got lucky on a couple passes, though. If you watch the game, could have easily had 5 picks in that game. Made some throws. I kind of question if he realized that wasn't Ben over there, where he was squeezing it in there. But Lodish actually played fairly well. So, you know, we're 12-0 right now. But recently, you've noticed a decline. Look after the Steelers game. And you're seeing 31-20, 27-13, and 29-28. Those are. Take a look at those 3 scores, and I want to go up to the initial season when we started. I mean, you were seeing a team that was
as much. But then again, look who you were playing.
My defense was actually putting points in. That was the thing. My defense was creating turnovers and putting the offense in good spots. That I think the defense made some plays yesterday. I think they had a pick 6 versus you at the end. Sherman made a nice interception. Sherman made a really nice one in which that's what you pay for. That's what you hope you're getting when you pay the kind of money for an elite cornerback, just to make those kind of plays. Yeah, he has some deficiencies. He's older, he's slower, but he made a really nice jump on the ball yesterday and picked one off the ground essentially and made a nice
pass.
Yeah, made a nice interception. So you know, you look at that and then you say, earlier in the year, we were getting a lot of those and a lot of fumble recoveries, which kind of evened out. We knew they weren't going to keep up. We were getting too many, and it's kind of slowed down a little bit, and I think it kind of changed the way. Our offense is getting a little looser because we were just expecting this kind of play from the defense, and I think the offense just needs to tighten up just a little bit right now. As we got the, upcoming, we have what do we got coming up? Giants, Packers, Vikings.
Nemo. You got the new guy.
Ravens, yeah. I would say, you know, if we drop 1 here, 2 here, we're still going to be all right. We'll lose 2, and
100%. You're the first. You're the number 1 seed.
We should have the number 1 seed locked up. I mean, if we get 1 more win, pretty much we've secured the NFC North again, and which I think in turn gives us the number 1 seed, which would be a bye week, which is important for me because I'm likely going to be not around April 5th. To April 9th, you will not get a Building the Franchise Detroit Lions. I know you guys have been looking forward to that. All right, guys, so let's run that final play from the Vikings. You guys want to see this final play from the Minnesota Vikings game? And let me set it up before we get it going. What basically happened? Are we pausing the clip right now? Okay, so we're looking at this clip. It's about to come up. Let me put into perspective. You're probably going, man, wow, you know, you got Let's get the points in here. Game started off 7-0. Lions, Vikings made a great drive down the field and ended up scoring on us. They picked up a couple nice third downs. Touchdown. No, that wasn't the first score though. You drove down and scored first. Then I drove down and got to I think the 15, and you blocked it. Came down and he blocked my field goal, scored, so he went up 14-0. So I found myself 14-0. I came back down, got a field goal, 14-3. Then I got a stop and another field goal, 14-6. And then he threw a dumb pass at the end of the half that really kind of gave me a little bit of hope at the end of the half, and I ended up scoring. So now it's 14-13, and I Aaron Rodgers'd it, meaning I scored within under a minute. I got the ball back. Then I kicked the field goal, went up 16-14. And then he threw a pick six, and then I went up 23-14 with not much time left. He ended up having to go for it on 4th down on his own 20-something yard line, and my guy jumps off sides on a 4th and 6, and it makes it a 4th and 1. And I thought that was kind of like a big play for my defense right there to make a stand. If we got the ball there up 9, I felt like we were in a really good spot. I think there was about 4 minutes left in the game. But we couldn't get the stop on 4th down. There was like 4 or 5 minutes. It was probably closer to 5 minutes between. It was like 4:30 something. And I thought, well, this would be a nice opportunity if we can get the stop. I thought 4th and 6. I don't know what you were looking for, but I didn't think. I thought either he's going to go intermediate to deep. I thought you were going to try to look for something over the middle. Deep. And I was trying to bait you into that throw. That was what I was going to try to defend against. I was going to leave the underneath open. Then when it went to 4th and 1, I realized you came out of running formation. I realized I was screwed.
Came out goal line, pretty much.
Then he went down there, and so it was 23-14. He scored, and it was 23-21. And then I had the ball. Okay, let me back that up. Before you even scored that, I threw a pick, and that's how you got the ball. No, or am I wrong?
No, you're right.
You threw a pick, and then you scored 23-21, and then I threw a pick, and then I threw a pick 6 and went down 23-28. And what you're seeing is the last drive of the game. So let's go ahead and, before you roll the clip, I want you to say what you were looking at on this final, before you hike it, say what you were looking at, what you saw, and then I'll tell you what I saw, and then we'll run the clip.
So with 12 seconds left, you come out on 5 wide. I knew that you still had 1 timeout, but I thought you were going to try to go long. Came out to cover 4. I just didn't want to give up any streaks. That's really the whole thing was. I didn't want to give up any deep bombs. I was going to give up the post over the middle or anything underneath, and just try to take away the middle of my user. But so I was just sitting back. I was gonna let you throw the bomb and just trust my defense.
Okay, and here's what I was looking at. It's funny that you stopped on the. It's funny that it stopped and actually showing the attribute difference there between Mac Tucker and whoever's in front of him. I was looking for Mac Tucker because Mac Tucker is 6'2". He's got 90-something jumping. He actually is the best wide receiver that I drafted. There's just a couple things I want to improve on him before I put him out there in my offense, because he does lack, a little bit of the explosion that this offense kind of thrives on. But I said, man, this guy's got nice spec catch, nice jumping. I told myself, if I get one-on-one with that safety, if this turns into a cover 3 or a cover 4, that I was taking the shot against that safety right there. Now, if he would have ran with them and this would have been some kind of cover 2 man, or you were showing blitz and it was some kind of cover 3 or cover 3 man, if it was any kind of man where that guy stayed with them and then you had help over the top, I was going to go elsewhere, obviously. But he was on a go. It was a vertical concept where everyone's on a go except for the tight ends on like a quick in. So go ahead and roll the play and let's see what happens. Let me know when it finishes.
It hurts just watching this, to be honest.
Hey, man, you got a blocked field goal and returned it for 6. You know what I'm
done.
thinking right now? I'm taking off that from the equation, and I'm going.
Get that off my screen.
Did it finish?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, so right when I saw the switch on when I saw the if that was a cornerback or outside linebacker, I think it was a cornerback. The cornerback checked him and released him. I said, okay, this is one-on-one with the safety. I'm gonna high pass this and just see what can happen because I know this guy's ability. I'm gonna pull up Mac Tucker on my screen and show y'all what he's got right now.
Yeah, your stream is live. It's on the show.
I actually really like Mac Tucker, and I got a funny story to tell you about how you even got in that spot at the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned Matt Tucker early in the BTF when we were, I think it was like preseason time, whichever BTF that was, and talked about how if he progressed well, he could end up being a real big receiver for you because of his size. Yeah,
6'2" with 92 jumping. That's a nice offset to Harvey Beckham. But here's the funny part. I actually had him. So I went into this game without Harvey Beckham, and I told myself, all right, I kind of wanted to leave everybody where they were. That's how I kind of am with it as an injury. When injuries happen to wide receivers, the way my playbook's built and the way I have guys running, I get familiar with them. And I want to keep Montgomery at number 2 because I want him in his same role. You know what I'm saying? As far as routes going, I run a lot of 2 wide receiver sets. Obviously, he has over 1,000 yards. He's being utilized at a high clip. But I want him, and I trust him in the routes that come with the number 2, which was similar to the spot Harvey Beckham was back when I had Golden Tate. You remember that year? And it's a lot of speed base underneath, very safe throws for guys that don't have a lot of ability, right? And I thought to myself, I could put him outside where Beckham is, and it would just be a couple more routes. Like, you know, I had you on that out and up, and you ended up switching to the user and made a play on it. If that was Beckham, he would have been gone. Like, you couldn't even have used it and caught up to him. But because my guy didn't run the crisp enough route, you know, you were able to switch to it, and then you got there and made the play. So it was a good play on your end, and just I kind of expected it, and I thought worst case scenario, it's an incomplete pass, which it ended up being.
I thought if you would have bulleted it, it still probably would have been a touchdown. I didn't want to bullet it because I was worried you might go underneath it, though, because you were playing behind. Far.
Yeah, usually I lob it, and he just gets underneath it. It just didn't have – there just wasn't enough space created when the ball was thrown, but it's usually probably on the wide receiver and his ability, which was Tank Beekman. But before this game started, probably about, I don't know, the night before, I had my depth chart where Montgomery was 1, and I had moved Mac Tucker to 2, and I had kept Beekman in the slot. Then I said, you know what? I drafted this guy who hasn't lived up to his potential. I don't want to use any expletives live. So I said, you know what? Put Tank Beekman number 1. His name's Tank, right? He's got to do something with the name Tank. I drafted him in the first round. Everybody's calling him a bust. And how great did he play yesterday?
Yeah,
I mean, how
he just caught everything. He had a huge...
I almost feel like somehow Madden messed up the code, and it was Harvey Beckham out there. It wasn't Tank Beekman. The catches he was making were actually probably better than Beckham usually does. I mean, the in-traffic ones.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really game plan much when it goes into games, but I did look at your depth chart before, so I had it been before you changed it. And so I was really planning on Mac Tucker being out there because I was like, okay, well, he's not going to beat me. I'll just take away Montgomery the whole game and not have to worry about it. Then it come out and this little speedy guy is just killing me. He didn't drop anything. Except for that one play that you were talking about with the up and the out.
Yeah, and that was more you than actual thing. Right. But, I mean, you want to look at the stats. I got it pulled up right there. He had 10 catches, 153 yards. And if you look at his, and I'm saying, okay, this guy's 96 speed, 96 excel, and his, I can't pull up his card from here. You know, 2K, you just stick it down and the player card comes up.
Hey, man, don't
get with it, Madden. All right, so I can't pull it up right now. It's fine. But I didn't expect him to go off like this. And I think he had one drop. But here's one thing I want y'all to look at. Take his average catch, subtract the rack. So this is a guy, when you see 10 catches, 153, you got to think, what kind of passes was he was getting? Meat and potato, Harvey Beckham style routes, man. I mean, in the middle, catching the ball, taking a hit, and holding on to it. He caught a lot of those. It wasn't just speed. Like, he was playing outside of himself. And that's what I'm trying to say.
He had probably the biggest play of the game for you, minus, you know, the final touchdown. Because he's the one that set that touchdown up. You rolled out to the right. He came on a dig, kind of just floating over the middle, trying to just get a spot open. You throw it to him. He catches it and immediately just gets obliterated. But he holds on to it and sets up that last play.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he held on to that, which I would have been okay with either just because the clock would have stopped, and I know I had one timeout. But I was surprised he held on to that ball because it was a hit and he kind of bounced, and that's usually when you can't see the ball, it kind of bounces out. Yep. But that's ended up what happened, and I was kind of like, man, Tank Beekman. You can't give a guy the name Tank without having him be a beast. Am I right? Is Player still in here? I gotta know Player yet. JY saying Beekman's world in the chat. Absolutely, guys. All right, what do we got next on the show? What do we got?
We've been talking about a lot of receivers, but you haven't mentioned Harvey Beckham.
All right, Harvey Beckham. So we're gonna show his injury first on the thing, and then we're gonna talk about how I'm gonna make it. Well, I'm gonna show it on. What do you mean you don't have the injury? Okay, so I'm going to show the injury up, though, on my stream. Just pull up my stream, Hop.
Yeah, it's up.
All right, you see right there, 99 overall, speed 99. His overall, his speed. 3 weeks coming back off injury. We expect Harvey Beckham to go down. Usually, the only year he didn't go down, we actually won a championship. He was a rookie, and I thought, man, this is the most. I think I had his injury too.
He was a second-year player when you won a championship.
No, he was a first-year player when I won a championship. Hop.
Did I sweep you the year he won a championship?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Then I missed the playoffs.
Can they hear you while you're talking right now?
Yeah, they can hear me.
Or does it sound like I'm talking to a
No,
okay.
they can hear me.
Yeah, Harvey Beckham, but he was in the slot the first game we played, and I was playing with Jones and Tate, and I just went away from that. I just put Jones in the slot,
Oh,
even
yeah,
though
they had no SL.
Even though, yeah, and it didn't make much sense, but he actually played fairly well in the slot. Marvin Jones did not do too bad because he's such a, quality, receiver to get a number 3 DB on him, or however you matched it up. He played pretty well in the slot in tight space like that. Actually better than I thought, and he had pretty good hands. And made a couple catches that were big in our playoff run. But, yeah, his injury rating was really low, like 87 coming out, and it had like an 83 toughness. And right now I got it higher, and he gets hurt all the time. So do that, man.
I'm a big thing on just not touching the injury. I feel
like
Madden makes it.
Touching the game's like, oh, that's right. He does get injured a lot.
Right. I feel like Madden just says there's some players that's gonna get injured a lot, and there's some players that's not gonna get injured at all.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually had to talk with another guy in another league about that runs.
You have another league?
Another guy in another league, and he actually runs his own league, and he was telling me, what's good substitution rule for halfbacks, and I was like, dude, halfbacks are just going to go down. If you got a 3-down back, he's going to get hurt. If you mix it up, I've noticed if you just kind of mix his carries up with another guy, there's a good chance that other guy's the one that gets hurt, and maybe you get lucky. But if it's just one back, being a 3-down back, it's hit and miss. There really is no rationale to it, but halfbacks go down in real life very often, and yeah, as much as it sucks, I mean, you could get a 99 toughness, 99 injury in simulation mode. That doesn't mean he ain't going to get hurt.
That's 100% facts, man. So, I mean, Dalvin Cook gets hurt all the time. He's hurt now.
And ever since you paid him.
Yep.
It's like it's been worse.
Yep, that's exactly right. It was like contract year. He stayed healthy all year. Had a great year.
So we're looking at that injury right there with Harvey Beckham. Let's put out the graphics. What we got. What's the first thing we have for Harvey Beckham?
Talking about the NBL Players Hall of Fame that we do at the end of every year.
Yeah, at the end of every cycle. We do MBL Players Hall of Fame. Usually consists from seasons about 7 to 9, 6 to 8 in the NBL throughout that. Madden, the best Madden created players go down in the NBL Players Hall of Fame. You can find that on 365.maddenbomberleague.com. I'm making the case already. Harvey Beckham has it locked up. He's got a Super Bowl championship, and we got his graphics on the board. Look at his catches: 216 catches, 4,297 yards, 31 touchdowns. And he's arguably the highest selling. I'm gonna go see if his jersey's still selling at the high. I'm gonna pull that up right now. Tell me your thoughts. Is Harvey Beckham, if he only gets 1,000 yards for every season after this, which he's gonna get more? I mean, is he already in pretty much? Is he just one more 1,000-yard season away from being
Bomber? He might be number 1
on the top 25.
On the top 25.
Yeah, maybe
4,297 yards in 3 seasons. Dude, this is one of the, if not the best receiver ever in the NBL. And there's been some good ones. Tell me like your top 5 receivers ever in the NBL.
Oh, man. I could give you the top 5. They'd be all Lions. Madden created?
All Madden created. Everyone that Trent Redmond threw to.
Trent Redmond didn't have, I don't think he had, I don't remember his receivers, to be honest. Alshon Jeffrey was one of them. So, I mean, that wasn't Madden created. I don't remember his receivers. And it was always really, really... I don't know. That's so far long ago. That's Madden 25. Sonny had a good one. Tariq Alberry. He could have been a top 5 guy. He was just in a system that didn't allow it.
Trey Hackett.
Trey Hackett from the Minnesota Vikings.
Right.
And he was a good one. Lip had Caleb Hayden. I liked him, but Lip also had another guy that I absolutely liked. And now I'm
same year, right? It was last year.
Now I can only think of. I think it might have been the cycle before that. I'd have to actually. Now I can only think of a few. You know who I like? I like Playa has this guy Derek Tanner, and I'll pull his attribute card up here in just a second before we do the challenge. And
the guy you had last year.
Whistler Ridge. Me?
Yeah.
I had Whistler Ridgeway. Stephen Catula could have been a Hall of Famer. He just was buried behind guys.
It was Ridgeway though. That
was Ridgeway, and then the other one was. Guys, help me out on the name. Who was the other one? I had Whistler Ridgeway. Oh, and then it was man, I can't remember right now. And he's in my team Hall of Fame on my thing. Let's see.
Gilbert DeGear. There it is.
GDG. Big shout out to Porter. GG's.
Of course, Porter would do that.
Porter, dude, as much as this guy inhales, dude, I am surprised. His long-term memory can't be stopped. He's
still living in that time right now.
Compared to Aaron Rodgers with the long ball accuracy, Porter can't remember what he had for breakfast this morning, but he will not forget Gilbert DeGear, and big shout outs to him for that. Yeah, a couple good things. He's starting to chat saying Zach DeManchi to go. Another guy that has potential, man. There's a lot of receivers in here got potential. What was I going to pull up? I was going to see who the top jersey sellers are right now.
Let me swap back to your stream real quick.
Yeah, pull it back to the stream. I'm in marketing right now.
Whoopsie.
Matt Ryan's
Dalvin
number
Cook.
one. But
He's hurt all the time.
This guy is so Vikings. He says Dalvin Cook. Dude, Matt Ryan hasn't played a snap.
See him? I was too worried about how is Dalvin Cook in the top 10?
He's popular, man. Hey, couldn't you see Dalvin Cook once ran for 20?
He's popular because he can do commercials all the time. He's hurt.
Touchdowns, man. He lives in that cult-like city, that cult-like environment of the Minnesota Vikings. Of course, he's going to be popular.
Cutting it.
You know. Harvey Beckham sitting there. Ross Bonham at Atlanta Falcons. No, New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans Saints.
Wow, I get those guys confused. Ross Bonham just sounds
look
a lot
alike.
like. I think they have the same player picture.
Oh, I was talking about Doe and Eric.
Go back. Only when Doe's making that face that he made on the
with his neck back
on the Christmas with his neck snap back. Richard Sherman's up there. I got 3 guys already.
Hopkins, another good.
Matt Stafford, that's 4. I got 2 quarterbacks. Yeah, Matt Hopkins was a Detroit Lion. He fumbled a touchdown, a winning drive touchdown in the Super Bowl. I would have won the championship there. I was playing against the New England Patriots. I think it was season 19. You can find that on our archives, NBL Live archives in our youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. And Jameis Winston struggling at all, but they're still buying his jerseys, and he's been pretty pathetic. I want to show y'all Derek Tanner real quick. Big shout out to Playa, one of the best. If you ever decided to hang it up in the NBL, Playa, I might let you just come in as a draft consultant for the 6th-time winning Detroit Lions. We might need your help in draft day. You come over to the war room. We'll fly you out to San Antonio. But we'll get you a hotel because you ain't staying in my house. You're crazy. You're too loud. But, well, we could use them in the war room. What do you think about that? Player coming in for the war room and telling the stats we got. This is what we're looking forward to.
You don't need no more help. Nope. He's been the best drafter this whole entire cycle. He just keeps coming up with gems in the 3rd and the 4th round. It's insane how good of a drafter he really is. He's got some kind of program, and I need to know how it is because I'm good with technology. But he's like 60, and he knows something I don't.
All right, let's go take a look at Derek Tanner. I think this guy's the on-paper version of Harvey Beckham. I don't know if he'll live up to it. He hasn't done it as a rookie, but he's got potential. And I think in 2, 3, maybe the last season of this cycle, we might see a big Derek Tanner explosion. Pause.
I don't know about Tanner. He's got good stats and everything. I played him this year. He doesn't, Harvey Beckham, he wins those 50-50 balls. Like, he's great. He does everything great, but what really makes him stand apart is he's 5'8", 5'9", and he wins almost every 50-50 ball. Derek Tanner cannot do that. He does not do that at all.
He's got that acceleration, 96 excel, 96 speed, 91 agility. Man, I love
86 jumping.
Yeah, but he's tiny, though. I don't think Beckham got any jumping either. I think it's 80-something, low 80s.
I'm just got cheat codes because you adjust the sliders like Chino says.
Chino says that I cheat. But if I adjusted the sliders, it'd be the same for everybody. You couldn't just adjust the sliders for.
You just wait till you play and then you adjust them real quick just for you, and then play the game and adjust them
and
back.
I just played you. You passed just as much as I did.
It wouldn't have a couple picks that were definitely slider adjustments
that I knew about. So when all right, we're gonna leave that conspiracy be right now. Playa, has Playa answered my question about coming on board and being a part of this?
Yeah, he said sign me up.
Playa, you want to be a part of this? You want one of them rings? You want one? I'm gonna let him touch some of these trophies when he comes over and say, hey, this is pre-Playa trophies. I want to see it double. In 12 years, I want to see us match what I had to do in 30 seasons.
I mean, you're really on pace to have 3 more in 12 years.
Well, this at all. Speaking of that, let's go look at Gianni Slade. He wants a contract. We got his graphics up there.
What's up?
All right, Gianni Slade hasn't done much on paper. You guys are probably going to say, hey,
he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, he's fat. He costs us a lot of catering. He doesn't sell a lot of jerseys. But Gianni Slade, We call him Gianni Slade because he's smooth. He's smooth. He's big, but he's smooth. He can move. I think he does a lot more off the ball and secondary stats that you don't really pick up on. Where I say, man, you see Gianni Slade break through there. It allowed KGH, Gerard Davis to get through and make that tackle. I think there's a lot of those there. Let's see what he's asking for. Switch to the stream. I'm going to be offering him a contract right now. All cash, baby.
Tell you what, even though like he hasn't produced a lot, just him being there makes you think twice about calling plays. You're like, man, okay, I can't run towards him. I need to switch this and run the other way. Like he's just a big presence.
Yeah, he's 6'7", 327, built like he's 397. He's big. We got a safety right here. I'm gonna let both of these safeties go. I know Ray Morin made a tremendous play versus Hop yesterday. The pick 6. He completely jumped the route. I think he was on a man. He might have been on a yellow.
Do you mean to pull it up?
Oh, you got that interception? The pick 6?
Yeah, hold on. Keep talking.
Yeah, you can play it up there right now. But Ray Morin and Darian Calloway, are they seeing my my stream right now?
I can't get it yet. Just yeah. Go.
All right. These two guys right here, we drafted them late rounds. We're gonna let him go because I'm not gonna pay a safety unless he's Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor maybe, unless he's out there being able to genuinely just create or easily just create turnovers and make plays. So like this Morin play, if this was more of a common theme for him, I'd be signing him. But that was the first time I've ever seen him break on the ball like that. And honestly, I think he picked it because hot possession catched it at the end, which allowed my guy to warp through the ball. So now if you're possession catching guys, I don't know if you've noticed this lately, but it's allowing the defenders around them, it seems like they jump the ball easier when you do hit that button. Because right when you engage that possession catch button is when it almost engaged him to jump it, which is kind of should be because there should be a negative to letting the ball come to you as you fall to the ground, as opposed to going and aggressively getting it. And
I think really not a bad addition, to be honest.
And I think that's what happened because that's the only way I can explain him making that play because he just usually doesn't. TJ Lang, obviously, we're going to let go. Rick Wagner, that's why we're going to be looking at offensive line here shortly on the draft board. I want to know who's in here wants to see offensive linemen. I'll give you some ratings for all.
Let's go with this extension for Gianni Slade. I'm excited about this.
Gianni Slade extension coming up right now. Let me see what he's asking. This also includes free buffet and free catering during the offseason for.
I need a defensive tackle. That's why I'm excited.
4 years, $44 million. Got about 34 in cap room.
I don't think you got enough. You might as well just let him go. No.
That's not that bad. 44. That seems like a fair deal.
Yeah, that's not that bad. It's pretty much 10 a year, 11 a year.
And he's going to extend. We just extended Gianni Slade for 4 years. First of all, before we say anything, I want to get players' thoughts on Gianni Slade. What do you think about his ability right now? Is this a guy that you think with this size and playing nose tackle, he does get hurt, but he always seems to come back for the playoffs and the big games because he's a big-time player. Gianni Slade, we just locked him down. Our first-round pick of this cycle. You can go back 27 episodes. I think it's like episode 2 or 3 or 4 or one of them. We signed Gianni Slade, and he was a pretty good pick.
Player said there's some gems at the offensive line in the draft.
There is. We're about to check him out right now.
You can't DM him until after the draft. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and check out some tackles. Obviously, we're going to be losing Rick Wagner, TJ Lang. So we might be starting Greg Robinson again next year. I'll plug and play him over there at right guard, right tackle.
Can we get play on like the 365 website, Draft Guru? He needs a title.
His opinion?
He needs a title for that.
Oh, man, that's why we're trying to do the NBL tonight. Y'all need to bug Sonny and get him to do that NBL tonight so we can do something like that. Guys, tonight, throw up the graphic for tonight while we're pulling up this information with the time frames that Sonny made.
Let's play it.
All right, so we got, right now you're watching Building a Franchise Detroit Lions, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the YouTube channel. You're going to get highly debatable in which Sonny's probably going to sell one of your teams, and he's going to pick up another team that isn't yours, maybe one of your enemies. You're going to be mad at him, but don't worry, April Fool's is right around the corner. That's where we get him back. Playa, I expect you to have something big for somebody here. You need to pause it all. I need you to have something out of the box. Pause. All right. Where are we going with this? April Fools. I need to see something from Playa. Get somebody. Fool somebody. Just not me. I'm off limits, guys. But everybody else, yeah, we can do it. April 1st. That's April Fool's Day. I expect to see some April Fools in the NBL. And Playa says, I'm Mike Mayock. I told you. I don't know. Play it.
I have no clue who that is.
It must be some deep ESPN guy that stayed throughout all the pay cuts.
No, they let go of everybody good. Can't be good if he's at ESPN.
And Grid Chargers, Andrew Linney. This is a guy that's working his way up top 5 in the grid right now. I think he's number 2, working his way up, going to be in the MBL shortly. He said, you got to get those power moves. Those power moves are expensive, man. They say 300,000 pounds, 94 strength. You know how much it costs to get one power move up, Hop?
How much?
For Gianni Slade. I mean, it's easily, it feels like it's like $4 grand, $5 grand of XP points. I can't do it. It's just not worth it. I'm over there thinking, all right, let me just get the block shedding up. So if the power moves don't work, maybe he sheds the block, you know, something. So that's what I've been working on right now. It just hasn't been giving me much bang for the buck as far as with Gianni Slade. Let's take a look at left tackles right now. I like Cameron Virgil. Maybe he'll drop to me.
Doe just made a great point. Ray Morin was the 24th pick in the 7th round. He's played that good for you over the years.
Well, yeah, and then go look at Caldwell. I think he was a late 3rd. Not as impressive, obviously. But, I mean...
It just shows, like, you always draft towards the end and keep bringing in talent after talent after talent. It's impressive, man. It's really impressive.
Well, here's what I do. There's a lot of value by keeping a rookie on the field. If you see he has to have the ability to play athletically at the level if he lacks this skill. So as a young rookie, I always say Ray Morin, he had the athletic ability. I think he's 88 speed, 90 excel. So I said, this guy can get there. He just doesn't know where to go. What I'll do is I'll leave him out there. He'll make the plays. He'll be there, at least have the ability and the opportunity to make the tackle, make the interception. And he might hurt me more than he'll help me, but when he does do well, he'll get the XP for it, and then I can slowly start developing, because there's nothing like developing a guy on the field to get his XP. That's the best way to do it.
Speaking of Bomber, let me pause you real quick. We need to suggest challenges before that's the next thing. We don't have a challenge yet. Super Lenny was asking about it.
While I run through, I'm just going to show the offensive line. We can think of challenges. I was thinking the Wildcat challenge.
The Wildcat challenge work. If y'all have any ideas in the chat, please put them in the chat. Let us know what you think for a challenge.
Well, tell them what a challenge is.
So
maybe they haven't watched before.
Last week we did a challenge. It was throw a streak from the 10-yard line to Harvey Beckham and Montgomery and get a touchdown with both. Harvey caught in like 8 passes. Then we watched Montgomery take like 88 passes to catch it. It was forever. Sides. What did we do the week before?
And we switched them over to Sherman's side. So
yeah, we had to, because Slade was just clamps. He had the lockdown. But what did we do the week before? What was the first challenge?
I was running with PJ Albury. That was the first challenge.
Oh, that slow dude. Right, the slow dude.
Oh, yeah, the Minnesota Vikings guy.
Is he on my team? He is.
Hey, fun fact, Hop ran Keith Marshall on a toss versus me yesterday, and he ran the ball to PJ Albury once. So he has a lot of vindictiveness. What's that?
And Miles Killebrew was making plays all last season and the season before.
Is that the one who we caught the pass on? Killebrew, man, you know Killebrew. Here's a fun fact about Miles Killebrew, guys. If this isn't too boring for you, if you go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com and you look at the top 25 players, go to the Madden 17 tab. Killebrew was a top 25 player in Madden 17, and he was one of the first people I cut this Madden. My point is, that's how important it is if you have a rookie, if he has any kind of ability to put him out there. But once he's not a rookie anymore, you just lose that ability to gain that end of the year XP. So I did it with LaBounty, a second-round cornerback who really did not have the skill set, and now he plays very well for me. If I didn't bring in Sherman, he'd still be playing outside and starting for me. So, you look at those things and you say, hey, man, if you got a rookie, it's worth playing him if you can make the plays. Now, if he just gets burned all the time and doesn't do absolutely anything, that's another story in his hand. But fortunately for me, I've been able to get up. People start passing, and now when you start playing one-dimensional, it takes a little bit of pressure off of the guys that can't really, that have a hard time getting fooled on play action and runs and stuff like that. So that's how it's worked out for me, at least.
Super Lenny said a halfback pass TD to Tank Beekman from the 5. I know we talked about that. You do have it in your playbook, right?
What, a halfback pass? Let's see. What else do we got? What else do we got to talk about? Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. That's it.
All right. Well, I was wondering if y'all wanted to relive the Patriots thing where he ran a wildcat against the prevent defense from wherever it was, and see how long it would take me to recreate Timbo's playoff win over unisolated. But if y'all want to do the halfback pass touchdown, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Well, Taywan Wilson's hurt, I think. Oh no, he's not hurt. He got hurt in our game, but I guess he
dislocated his shoulder.
It didn't say I had an injury.
HB was your only injury. Maybe
Well,
maybe dislocated his shoulder. It's just
located.
It's just a 1 game.
All right, so I'll tell you this about I've done the pass with Wildcat because I've been in random before, and he's got a sweet left-handed throw. He looks like Boomer Esiason out there.
All right, let's see it. From where though? From the 50? From your own 40? How far do you really want this to be?
And I'm doing it against what? Against random defense?
Random defense. No, don't do random defense because then you get a lot of cover zeros and it's just easy.
Yeah, that'll give me a chance, man. What am I supposed to throw against?
You got all 95 and 96 speed receivers. That's just gonna be a cakewalk.
Well, if I throw it against drop coverage, it's gonna have to take some.
You're right, man. All right, just do random. Just do random.
Nobody is voting for this Patriots thing.
It was just a bad idea, man. Sometimes you scratch out. I don't know.
Bella Blitz is saying that Timbo play-by-play classic is good.
Lip, are you counting?
Is Lip even in here?
Yes. Unless that's you typing in the MBL Network chat.
No, I'm watching from there, but I'm not typing. Yeah, Lip, the title was We Drafted a Monster. If you want to go see, we just re-signed Slade for 4 years, about $45 million. I think we did 16 of it guaranteed. If you want to watch after the show, go watch the hype on Gianni Slade. It was actually a pretty good intro. It's about 10 seconds long. Then leave a comment in the comment section on this video when we go offline and tell me that you watched it. I'll enter you in a drawing that I'll do when I get back from New Orleans. I'm going to pick something up. Something of about a $50 to $100 value. And if you go back and watch and say, hey, I watched this thing and leave a comment after this show, you go down, or if you're not watching it live, go down and put I watched the We Drafted a Monster video. I'll enter you in a drawing for next time, and Hop will hold me to this. We will give away a free something from New Orleans.
5 on it.
All right, so it's going to be somewhere between probably closer to $100 plus the 5 from Hop, because even though he's singing a song, we're going to hold him to that 5. So it'll be about $1.05. He's going to pay the tax on it. All right. It'll be maybe a jersey or something. We can give away. Maybe I'll find something in New Orleans to give away to y'all for watching the show and participating, because we really appreciate it. And we'll do something like that.
There was one more suggestion: a fake punt pass from the 35.
Against what? Punt defense? That'd be easy.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's do halfback pass. Where you want it from? From the 50?
Let me make sure I got it.
Do the jet cross.
Why? That seems harder because I'm hitting that corner.
You really got it on both of them, so it really doesn't matter.
I don't want the crosses, then they might run into each other. It might create a whole nother thing. All right, so he said random play out of nickel. That's what Lenny suggested.
All right, Lip, you here? Oh yeah, he doesn't have the eye for him halfback pass, Lenny.
Oh, and I need to push it back to where, the 5?
We're gonna do it from the 5. Oh man.
Go a dead center spot. Lenny, if this doesn't take at least 25 times, this was a failed challenge. I like the challenges that take 100 times but are somewhat not completely dumb. If anybody got suggestions, if I do this within 20 attempts, we're doing another challenge.
All right, sounds good. Right, we really might be here till HD at 8:30.
Oh, that throw power is a little. Let me see if I can fix my mic a little bit. Get a little closer. All right, so it's really going to come down to this. If I'm looking for this crossing route, it's really going to come down if Kelsey's going to pick up that safety for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw it earlier. Oh, there it was. Oh, it's Cupper over there. He don't block for nothing. This is gonna be difficult. How many tries am I at? Safeties already. Almost had a miracle. Almost had the Viking miracle. Am I allowed to audible? You can't audible in Wildcat, right?
No, you can't audible.
I might get it.
Nah, you're not gonna get this, bro. Not from here. Did you just block him? Oh, the rollout. And he stops. You might have to run. You might have a better chance running.
All right, I'm trying to think of something. I'm gonna have to get him up the field a little bit.
It ain't happening, bro. Oh.
Ah! Give me that!
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh! You're kidding me! Oh my gosh, I knew he was about to dive. Cupper, man. Cupper don't play hard in practice.
If that was
guys.
Gronk, he would have scored right there.
Oh yeah. Gosh,
Nice
this boy.
throw.
Hey, he's not that bad though. He's not.
No, he's actually better than I thought. You know, Lenny throwing out the keys.
What does he say?
Playmaker upfield and against the cover 2. Oh, it is there too.
I'm gonna do it. No, I'm just gonna wait for that cover 0 and try to beat that corner route.
Shadow, you're saying stuff that has already been said.
Who is?
Shadow. He's late behind. He's got the Fila timing. Whoa. He lagged. They're on 17. You think that big boy's gonna get 95 yards? Not today.
He's not. That's Corey. That's Corey Cox spot.
Oh, I thought that was the fullback. That's a big dude. Why are you lagging?
Oh wow. He threw it with his right hand. Why did he throw it with his right hand there? Yo, that was it.
Well, here's your 20 tries.
Yeah, he can't throw the.
Well, we might need to move this up to the 50.
Problem is that
You just don't get enough separation, and you can't precision pass it. Oh, try what they say next time they come out in cover 2. Richard Sherman ain't making plays like that. Get out of here. Uh-oh, that might... Oh, you should have hit the crosser.
I didn't even see it. Once I saw it was man, I was just looking for the corner, dude. That's the only route he's been able to throw good. That was it right there, and then I was looking at the crosser. I should have thrown the corner.
we might be here all day. All right, guys, so we're gonna be here.
Dude, y'all said that last time, man. That's under 100.
We were there last time. We were there all day. It took like 95 tries.
I just gotta recognize this cover 0. That's it. I'm playing too fast.
Pick. Oh! Oh! He's. Oh! You ran out of bounds.
Oh! I ran out of bounds.
User
That
error.
was on me, dog. What the heck? What was I doing? I was looking back and going left, and I ended up getting too close to the sideline. Oh, that was dumb.
Beekman would be the playmaker, Jamie, if he did it. 100%. I don't even know if you can playmaker with a... Oh, run it, run it. Oh, yeah, you can playmaker. Oh, look at that. That's a bomber special right there.
It was just one thing, maybe.
The crosser. This is 30. Oh, look at this. Hey, that might be better than do it again. That actually was not bad. How do you do that so good?
That was the one I probably could have scored on,
Yep.
and you made me do it again, man.
Dude, I can't do that for nothing. I don't see how you do that so
we're
well.
talking
You've been
big
practicing
skill
that,
gap
huh?
here, bro.
You've been practicing. Oh, Beekman.
Oh my gosh. Get out of my ear, man, with the
No, I'm trying to help
stuff.
you, bro.
And I need that Vikings. Where am I at now? How many times?
34.
Crap, I accidentally max protected and I can't get back to it.
Well, hope the crossing route's open. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I should have.
Man.
That was it.
Yeah.
How can I block anybody?
Just select the LB and A. Can't think of what it's called right now. What is it called? ID the mic. Or can you even ID the mic with a running back at it?
This is a play for failure. Thanks, Lenny.
Yeah, we're gonna be here all day. Over and under 100 in the chat. Do you think he can do it in 100 or less?
I just got tackled by the invisible guy right there.
I didn't even have one. I was watching upfield.
Gosh, he's got to be a better quarterback than this Wilson.
40. Well, they're saying under 100.
Oh,
they're bold.
that was it.
I'm saying over 100. Oh, they said you're gonna get it on number 57. 57. That's what Dars said. Who is Dars? Is that the Lions in grid? Is that who he is? I seen he got a big win today. Oh, why did Beekman go the wrong way? Usually they always go the other way.
He completely like decided instead of trying to get the first down.
Hey, wait, he said there's a sub package. Oh yeah, there is a sub package. You could maybe get like someone else in there. I don't know.
Get who? Who do you think I have that isn't in there?
Yeah,
Everybody.
Right. I forgot Harvey was hurt.
Tight end and my fastest wide receiver right now.
Oh, Shadow's trying to teach you. He said, "Man, do a rat catch on the corner route." Taking notes from your protege.
So when he throws it 5 yards in front of me, just tell him I got a rat catch it. That's gonna make him not dive like that. Yeah, just run. Does it have to be a pass? What was it? Just score a touchdown, right?
No, it was a pass.
Hey, great job on isolated.
Oh, so he said they warp sometimes to it, so he's trying to cheat the game. That's basically what he's doing. Cheese ball.
Closest one I got so far.
No. No, that Cupper one was real close. You had it.
Played, he got paid.
We had number 50.
Oh, he's getting. Why is he locking up like that? This dude ain't got no footwork or something, man.
He's a running back. What are you expecting? To be Matt Stafford?
I'm expecting to be as good as Kaya.
Kaya wasn't good.
This is frustrating.
Yeah, it is. I feel bad for you watching it.
He won't roll out, man. He's like Zoolander. He can't go right.
You got a better chance right here doing it.
Oh, baby, we gone. It's just a touchdown, right? Somebody
It's
go
a
up
halfback pass.
Halfback
It's not a
pass.
touchdown.
But that's the name of the play he was saying. That wasn't what he said had
Look,
to
you're
happen.
trying to cheat, bro. Are you not good enough to do this? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. You don't have the skill to throw a halfback pass from the 5.
I need a wider field, I think. I'm getting sucked in. There's like an invisible guy there or something that's tackling me.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see the invisible guy. I see you holding the ball, get inside.
Nah, there's like, I'm trying to roll out.
Oh yeah, see they went back up and counted. It says halfback, toss, pass.
Oh, it says toss. Toss is a run.
Wait, he said run with the QB, then pitch it backwards. Oh, you could run over to Matt Stafford and pitch it to him and throw it.
How many am I at now?
59. It's on this big screen. Yo, tell this next one to Matt Stafford. Let him run with it. Oh no, this is the one.
Oh my gosh! I think I gotta jump there. I gotta hit Y or something.
JY, he's in the middle of the field. It would not matter if you flip the play or not.
Matt Stafford fumbled.
We barely got back up. You see him fall back down? We're gonna hurt your quarterback. Uh-oh.
Gosh.
You want a faster tight end, Lenny? He's like 88 speed. What was that?
Playing slow, right? He's 90 excel, 87 speed, 90 excel.
Yeah, he's fast. What's his route running? Just wondering.
I don't know, 90 something.
Yeah. Put Harvey Beckham at tight end. That's what you need to happen. A tip ball in the air and then your receiver catches it with no one around him. Oh, they got a spy on you.
Yeah, what kind of nickel defense is this that they run? I need to just put on random.
Oh man.
Oh no! Oh, I jumped it, didn't he? Oh my gosh! It took him out of bounds. I couldn't turn him upfield after I did that.
Yeah. Shout out to Gronk. You're at number 69. I do not see how you do that.
Gosh. I'll try to take the...
Yeah, you're right. I'm glad we didn't do the... Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, that's safety. Who is that? That guy's the definition of a safety, man.
Better take... Oh, look, they got a spy on you still. You're keeping the spy. It's like they know. Oh, they have...
Oh my gosh, that's the zero I'm looking for.
Man, look, I'm looking pretty good on my bet of over 100. Matt Stafford. Boom. So what do you want to cap out at?
I'm about to do a double cross.
You better switch the play. You're at 75.
Got that part right. All right, I'm gonna try the crosser one.
This turns out to be the longest part of the show.
I think this one gives me no chance.
Yeah, no. Go back to that one. That would bother me having Wildcat as the first formation in my playbook.
Hold up. What were the rules again?
Halfback, toss, pass. What are you about to do?
If I can switch Cupper out for wide receiver.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna let you. You can't switch players in the Wildcat. There you can. Wait. Isn't it backup QB? Go back. A wide receiver number 2. So you can put your QB there. No, that's cheating, bro. Man,
Best lineup I could have in, actually.
Man, put Montgomery at quarterback. Wide receiver number 2. There we go. Let's go, Montgomery.
Leaving Montgomery. All right, guys, we're switching it up.
Yeah, 76. Is he righty or lefty? Right. God, he's fast. He's like,
keep
he's
doing
so
that?
fast. He like glitched in front of the line. I might have to start going Mike Vick on these people. All right, new rule at 80. You got 2 more tries, then we're about to start running with the receiver. Take off. If not, we're going to be here all day. All right, you just got to score a touchdown from this play. Except for they're going to keep a spy on you.
Wait, he just said a halfback pass and score. He didn't say the halfback had to pass.
I mean, I guess you're right. You're not going to score either way, but... Oh my God. Oh, you going to get stopped?
Who is this safety, man? Why is he so good in practice, man?
Look at the spy on you. That's the funniest thing to me. They can just keep a spy on you the whole game. Yeah, dude, you're not looking very skillful. As T. Porter would say, you are one pathetic loser.
Hey, what are we at now?
83. '84 and counting. Look at that. Who is that? He's Tabor? T30?
Oh, that was it! Oh my God! Hey, I gotta go back to the other guy. He could throw a corner at least.
Yeah, do you remember how many times you said that as this? You're at 22.
Hey, where am I at?
86.
I'm doing this one for Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin was 88. You want to tell me why you said that? Bomber.
I'm about to do it at 88.
Woo, moving on up. Yeah, let's call it quits at 100. Because now he can't even throw a corner out.
And say, hey, hold on. I can still switch the defense to random altogether, right?
That is random cover 0 blitzes.
I need like goal line block.
It was still taking a couple tries there, because then he's got to complete the pass. Oh, Travis Kelce got lit up. Let's go. Last 10.
And I'm just putting it on random. I'm not quitting this challenge.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, stay tuned. I'm going to have to find some other Whoa, he's doing backwards!
No!
What?
No!
He was looking the wrong way!
Oh, this dude's...
Gianni Slade. Shout out to all the 9-4 babies out there. It's my birth year, Bomber. Oh, 956. That's about what you're going to end up on, but that's not what you're on right now. Look at the safety go. Boom. Give me that. If you got quiet, I don't think you're going to get it, man. So I went to type 96 and accidentally typed 956 and Lip said I should have kept it. It's about right.
Hey, where am I at now?
98. 99. On.
Oh, he was still in too. Look at that.
Oh man. telling you, bro, you're not good enough for this. We're not going to be able to do this.
I'm not done, man. I still got a little bit left.
All right, what time is it? It's 7:15 Eastern Standard Time, the real time. You've got until 7:25, and I'm cutting the broadcast. 10 minutes, Bomber.
Oh, that was it. I got goal line.
Oh, now you got prevent. What's up with that? Last 10 minutes, guys. We're gonna try to do something. See if he's got enough skill to actually beat the challenge. Might need to put this on rookie mode. I don't think you're up for all Madden, Bomber.
Like they got 4 guys around me when I catch it every time.
I'm gonna put a YouTube up later showing you how to beat this challenge.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll edit it. You'll probably be up all night, dude. I'll be like, yo, Hop was up at 3 a.m. What happened to that video? Oh, I fell asleep, man. I got the video now, though.
Well, you're not getting away from him.
Frederick Ferg, the Ferg.
Woo. Man, it's like they know it now. Now they're just keying on it. Like, yep, we're gonna stop this corner route. He's got nothing else.
All right, I'm putting it on cover 0 because nothing was really stated about the defense, right?
Right. Pulling out
Time
all
to beat the challenge, boys.
Still gonna take you over 125 tries. What do you mean?
I hit
Oh,
X
I missed
too,
it.
man.
Oh, they can hear my keyboard. Whoops.
What do you mean your keyboard?
Because I'm changing the number every time, they can hear my keyboard.
Now I'm getting sacked every time. I got it off twice and even get it off. And if I protect anybody, I have to max protect. And it'll take
this
the
ain't
corner.
happening.
Oh, that was it! I think I found something here, guys. Hey, what try am I at now?
121.
My gosh, how does he keep diving at me like that? We're about to get it. Are you ready for this, Nick? We're about to get it. Am I not on anymore? Did you cut me off? Hello?
Bomber, they can hear you.
Oh, well, I was wondering why you weren't talking, so I figured maybe we went offline.
No. I've completely lost count, though. But
so what are we up to? Does anybody know in the chat? How many people got watching still?
We are at 20. We were at 128 before you just stopped talking.
How are people still watching this?
Yeah, we're just going to stop counting. Sorry, guys.
There it goes. Got him, baby. Let's go. Take that, Lenny, in your week challenge. Let's go. Game over. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Building the Franchise Detroit Lions, episode number 27. Challenge complete. Remember, if you put that you watched the video, all you have to put is the title of the Gianni Slade cover video, the first one that I did for him since we just re-signed him, and you'll get an opportunity to be entered. Actually, you will be entered into a drawing for a giveaway on our next show, which will be after April 7th. So make sure you leave that in the comment section below. Hop, you got any words of advice? I told you I could do the challenge. Wasn't that hard?
I think you just got lucky. It took you like 140 tries.
That's nothing, bro.
Your skill needs work, bro. Your skill needs work.
Well, what about that precision passing, that target passing?
Now, that was impressive. I'll give you that because I can't get it.
Well, I impressed Hop today, so my day's over.
I mean, that's what you strive for every day.
Before we go, run that video one more time, that game-winning touchdown.
No. All right, that does the show, guys. All right.
All right,
see you next time on BTF.
See you next time building the franchise Detroit Lions.